Hey folks, David Thomas Tao with VinePair.com, and today I am reviewing the Jack Daniel's Distillery Series Tennessee whiskey finished in Oloroso Sherry Casks. These are fun. They release these at the Jack Daniel's Distillery every now and then. These are fun. They release these in 375 milliliter bottles just like this one at the Jack Daniel's Distillery. And they're experiments, right? They're trying different things with their distillate, with their mash bills, with finishes. Some of these are hits, some of these not so much. They admit that just as much as anyone else does. This is a fully matured Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey that they then age in Oloroso Sherry Casks for an additional 3 years. Now, we've seen older age-stated Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey really being kind of great stuff. The Jack Daniel's 10 and 12 year, really awesome stuff. So excited to see what 3 additional years in Oloroso Sherry does to their Tennessee whiskey. They've released similar things with their malt mash bill. But before we get to that, make sure you subscribe to VinePair on YouTube and make sure you read my full written review, which is at the link in the description below, because that's where the real magic is, folks. All right, Jack Daniel's Distillery Series. These used to be called Tennessee Tasters, which were really fun, but Distillery Series makes more sense. I get it. 375 milliliter bottles, 90 proof. They did a tequila barrel finished one in 2023 that I also reviewed. Wasn't my favorite. It was interesting. It was cool to see them take some swings, so we'll see how this one checks out. Okay, that's citrusy. That's zesty. Candied or like burnt orange peel. I was not expecting that. Okay, you know what? I know that you're watching this and you're like, that guy knows a lot about whiskey. That guy drinks a lot of whiskey. That guy can predict what whiskey is going to smell and taste like, and I cannot. I can't. That's why I do this on camera, right? So we have proof. I was surprised. It's more citrus than I expected. Under that is kind of classic Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey. Some of those classic notes: caramel, banana, cooked banana. I think more time in any barrel tends to improve Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey. They are releasing those age-stated versions now, the 10 and 12 year. They have their sights set on even older age statements as their stock ages. And I think time in a barrel just makes their whiskey really good. So like, that's awesome. And this is no exception because, you know, if you told me this wasn't finished in Oloroso Sherry, but it was just regular Jack Daniel's released at 90 proof and like aged for 3 more years in the original cast, I would probably believe you, because like, why would you lie to me? Like, I thought we were friends. There is some sherry influence here. That initial citrus note is unlike anything I've ever gotten from their Tennessee whiskey mash bill before. And then yeah, the caramel and banana, really lovely after that. It's not the most complex nose in the world, but like, it smells good. Okay, leathery, not in a bad way, sorry. Leathery can be a good thing or bad. This is the good leather. This is like you're chewing on leather and you're like, boy, this is good. No one actually does that. But okay, it's good. It's tannic in a really lovely way. The flavors evolve under that for like sweet fruit. There's a lot of citrus on the nose, backed by cooked banana. Still get the banana here, but I also get like this apple strudel creamy quality. Semi-viscous mouthfeel for 90 proof. Pretty good. It's not as bright as it was on the nose. The nose had this lovely pop. The citrus really helped keep things nice and bright and light with depth and with age, which is like a really tough line to walk in whiskey. Did it really well on the nose, not so much on the palate, but it's still quite tasty. So if the nose was burnt citrus and cooked bananas, on the tongue, it's like apple strudel and bananas Foster. I'll stick with that. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, I'm right. I'm definitely right on that. Oh yeah, I'm right. The all-important finish. They might have to fast forward here because the finish takes a second. Cherry, a little bit of cinnamon. It's longer than I expected on the finish. There's a brown sugar sweetness that comes in after that cherry and cinnamon. Fun. You know what I score this? I score this fun. Good job, JD, experimenting, coming up with some fun things. No, I actually do have to score this 92 points. 92 points is pretty tasty. It's not the best thing I've had from Jack recently, but it is one of those experimental Distillery Series releases that did work, and one that I hope they lean into. Like, I hope they finish more of their Tennessee whiskey and sherry casks for various ages, because it kind of works, and I'm excited to try more of it. So look, I like when the big guys, and it doesn't get much bigger than Jack Daniel's, I like when they try new things. I like when they push the boundaries of their own flavors, and Jack Daniel's has really been leaning into that. Jack Daniel's, the team down there, the quality control team, the distilling team led by Chris Fletcher, they're doing really fun stuff. Like, they're having fun. They sell more American whiskey than anyone else in the world. And you know what? They've been leaning into the fun component recently. So whatever you think of Jack Daniels, whatever stereotypes you have around their whiskey, put those to the side for a second and try some of their new stuff. Try some of their limited releases. If you can get your hands on the Distillery series releases, try these. They're not all winners, but they're having fun with it and they're taking some swings, and I respect it. 92 points. If you have thoughts on Jack Daniels, if you have thoughts on me, if you have thoughts on American whiskey, I would actually like to hear these all, so let me know in the comments below. Until then, I'm David Thomas Tao. Thanks for tuning in.